here's a trick that you can use to get more leverage than you have. You can do this from anywhere in the world. Let me before I tell you it's a trick with meetup.com, a little bit about me. I started the New York City search engine optimization meetup group. I took over the New York City data analytics meetup group, and I used to run the biggest blockchain meetup in the world. We turned an existing programming meetup into this huge blockchain meetup, the biggest in the world. It was ranked number 1 in the world. Now it's ranked number 3 in the world. And I used this to get insane connections and meetings. One time, I've told this story on other episodes, and I've told this story in my newsletter. I met with one of the founding team members of Uber in this wild, huge duplex penthouse here in Manhattan, the craziest property that I've been in my life by far. And I met with this guy because I emailed and I said, hey, I run the biggest blockchain meetup in the world. This person was working on an interesting project. I said, I'd love to learn about your project. And the person said, come on over. And that's how I met with this person in this crazy penthouse. And you can do this trick from anywhere in the world using meetup.com. I'm going to tell you how to do it in this episode 73 of The Edward Show. Here's how you do it. You need a meetup.com account. You need a meetup.com account, and you need a paid meetup account. So every year I get several, because I have a paid meetup account, which allows you to actually host meetups. You need a paid account to like run meetups. Every year I get several emails saying I'm a member of a bunch of different meetup groups. And every year I get several emails saying the organizers of the groups, there will be like some organizer who will start a group and they haven't run it in a while and they don't want to be paying $150 for Meetup every year. And so they stop paying for Meetup. They can no longer run their groups. And then everybody who is a member of those groups gets an email saying that the organizer is stepping down and the group needs a new organizer. And anybody in the group can take it over, and it's first come, first serve. And so through this, I took over the New York City Data Analytics Meetup group. So I have the New York City Data Analytics Meetup group, the NYC SEO Meetup group, and then the biggest blockchain meetup in the world. The only one that I took over was the New York City Data Analytics Meetup group, which I would combine with my search engine optimization meetup group. I'll tell you a bit more. But so you get these emails saying this organizer is stepping down. This group needs a new one. Anyone can take it over. You can do it from anywhere in the world. You can take it over. You need a paid account in order to take it over. So then, and I think if you have a paid account, you can run a maximum of like 3 groups. So then, and every year I get several of these emails saying an organizer is stepping down. So then you take over a group. You should join a bunch of different groups in your niche, whatever niche you have. And I'll explain why in a moment. So you join all these different meetup groups in your niche. You find out that an organizer is stepping down. And this is going to give you like this trick will give you insane leverage to just like meet and become friends with a lot of powerful, impressive people in the niche that you pick for your meetup groups. So then you take over one of these groups. Now you are a meetup organizer. Here's what you can do once you are a meetup organizer. Once you are listed as organizer for one of these groups, you should add this group to your LinkedIn. You should say that you run this meetup group, add it to your LinkedIn. You can actually, this is crazy, you can message whenever you want all of the group's members. You can use it as a personal email list. And I have done that. I did that with the New York City Data Analytics Meetup group to promote different products, to promote events in other meetup groups, to promote all sorts of things. So you can actually message the meetup groups list. You can message all of the people who are members. You can message all the people who are members of the meetup group that you take over. So that's number 2. So you add it to your LinkedIn, which makes you look better. You can message all the people who are in it. You can also throw real events, which increases your clout, which increases your notoriety, makes you more authoritative in your space. If you're throwing real events, people are coming to them. You're meeting people through those events. But this is my favorite trick. People in the niche you cold contact, cold email, cold message. It can be through a lot of different mediums. People who are part of this niche, they don't have to be in the group. They're just impressive people who are like, say you take over the New York City search engine optimization meetup group, and then you want to talk to somebody who runs one of the biggest publications on search engine optimization. You can cold email someone like that. Whatever niche it is, you can cold email, you can cold message these people, and you say, hey, I run this meetup group. Maybe it's like the London, and you can do this from anywhere in the world. You can be in Africa. You can be in Alaska. You can be in a little village in Albania. You can be anywhere. You could be in China. You can be anywhere, and you just join meetups in all these different cities, and you do ones that are in your niche. And eventually someone steps down and you take it over. And now you can say, hey, I run the London Material Sciences Meetup Group. And you message people who work in material sciences. Maybe that's your field. And you say, can you jump on a call? And you can, there's this, I've described this trick on previous episodes. There's a tool I use. It's called Lucia.com. It's a Chrome extension. You use it with LinkedIn and you can get anybody's email address or phone numbers. I mean, like, they have a lot of people in their database. So you can get many people's email address and phone number with the Lucia Chrome extension. You have to pay like $40 a month. So you could pay for 1 month and then stop. You get all these people's emails and phone numbers with this Chrome extension. And then the trick is you can just cold email people, because it's so much leverage to say you run one of these meetup groups. So many people who otherwise would have ignored you will actually say yes to doing a call. Many people who otherwise would have ignored you will say yes to doing a call. But if you really want to like make sure someone sees your message, and I've done this, you can get someone's phone number, put that phone number into WhatsApp. Most people have WhatsApp messages, but have WhatsApp accounts, but get fewer messages there. And then you can send them a text message through WhatsApp. Or you can send them, if you really want to go like 150%, you can send them a video message through WhatsApp. I did this with, I can't say the name because I don't want people to know this person has his contact information so readily available out there for anyone to get through this message. I did it with a huge person, and the person responded and was really positive. And I sent a video message to this person. You can do this to get people's contact, and then you send them a message and you say, hey, I run so-and-so meetup group. I'd love to talk to you and pick your brain, or I'd love to get your ideas for events. You could say things like that. And then once you're on the call, if they like ask how long you've been doing the group, you should be honest. Just say you just took it over, so you're looking for ideas for events. But by doing this trick, and this is such an easy trick, by doing this trick, now you open up your network to like super impressive people who you can learn from, who you can pitch ideas to, who you can become friends with. If you're looking for jobs, they could recommend you for jobs. It's such a flex to say you run one of these groups. And so many more people who otherwise would have ignored you will now not ignore you. I love this trick. It's a simple little trick. I've written about it in my newsletter. I wanted to make episode 73 of The Edward Show about this trick because I haven't really talked much about this trick on the show. Anyway, that's it for today's episode. I had a crazy day. A close friend of mine is a violinist on a Norwegian cruise ship. She gave me a tour of the entire ship. It was so wild. So I spent the whole day on this cruise ship on the Hudson River here in New York City. Amazing day. And now I'm home. It's 8:30 in the evening. I'm going to edit this and then make a TikTok. Wild day. I do this every day. Every day. People are tuning in. I got an email yesterday saying that I'm ranking number one. This podcast is ranking number one in marketing in so many different countries. And I was so impressed. So people are tuning in. Thank you, everybody who listens to this show. If you like it, please share it. I want to get those ranks I want to rank even higher. I want to rank in more places. I'm very excited. Or if you don't want to share and you just want to keep listening, I appreciate that too. You can check out my newsletter. I'm sending out a new newsletter tomorrow. I send out one every Sunday, edwardsturm.com/newsletter. Right now, I have a weekly newsletter, a daily podcast, and I make videos on TikTok, IG Reels, YouTube Shorts, because the videos come out everywhere. Every day, I make these videos every day. Wild output, craziest time of my life. I'm so happy all of you are here for it. I'm going to talk to all you again tomorrow. Bye now.